My wife's sister got drunk at our house last weekend and told me she's been in love with me for 5 years, since before I even proposed. She cried. She begged me not to tell my wife. She said it would destroy their relationship, that she just needed to get it off her chest, that she'd never mention it again. I told her to leave, immediately, and I've spent the last 4 days trying to figure out what to do. Do I tell my wife? Do I keep this secret? Do I pretend it never happened? If I tell my wife, her relationship with her sister might be destroyed forever. But if I don't tell her, I'm keeping a massive secret, and my sister-in-law knows I'm keeping that secret, which gives her power over me, over us, over my marriage. Before we get into this mess, quick question: where are you watching from? Drop your city or country below and tell me right now, would you tell your spouse? Or would you keep it secret to protect their relationship with their sibling? Let me tell you what happened, and you can judge for yourself. I'm Alex, I'm 32 years old. I've been married to my wife Emma for 3 years, together for 6 total. We have a good marriage, strong, built on trust and communication. Emma has one sister, Claire, she's 28. And until last weekend I thought we had a good relationship, normal in-law stuff. She'd come over for dinner sometimes. We'd see her at family holidays. She seemed to get along with Emma. They weren't super close, but they were sisters. They cared about each other. Looking back now, I'm realizing there were signs I missed. Or maybe I saw them but didn't want to acknowledge what they meant. Claire would text me directly sometimes. Nothing inappropriate, just memes or asking about restaurant recommendations. I thought she was being friendly. Emma never seemed bothered by it. She'd always sit next to me at family gatherings, always want to hear my opinion on things, always laugh a little too hard at my jokes, but I chalked it up to her trying to connect with her brother-in-law. Family bonding. When Emma and I got engaged, Claire seemed off. She said she was happy for us, but there was something in her eyes. Emma noticed it too. We both thought maybe Claire was feeling left behind. You know, watching her older sister get married while she was still single. We tried to include her more in wedding planning to make her feel involved. At our wedding, Claire gave this toast. It was beautiful. She talked about how much Emma meant to her, how happy she was that Emma found someone who loved her. But then she looked at me and said, "Alex, promise me you'll always take care of her. She deserves the best." The way she said it felt intense. But everyone just thought it was emotional sister love. I thought that's what it was. I was wrong. Last Friday night, Emma and I had Claire over for dinner. Nothing special, just the 3 of us, some wine, casual conversation. Emma had been working a lot lately. She was exhausted. Around 9:30, she said she was going to bed early and asked if Claire and I minded cleaning up. We said of course not. Emma went upstairs. Claire and I were doing dishes. She'd had quite a bit of wine at dinner, more than usual. I noticed but didn't think much of it. She was staying over in our guest room, so I figured it was fine. She wasn't driving. We were talking about nothing important. Work, movies, normal stuff, and then she got quiet. "Alex," she said, "can I tell you something?" "Sure, what's up?" She took a deep breath, and I could see her eyes getting watery. "I'm in love with you." I froze, literally froze with a plate in my hand. "What?" "I've been in love with you since the first time Emma introduced us, since before you proposed, since before the wedding, for 5 years, Alex, 5 years. I put the plate down carefully. "Claire, you're drunk, you don't mean that." "I do mean it. I've wanted to tell you for so long. Watching you marry my sister was the hardest thing I've ever done. Watching you be happy together kills me every single day." My mind was racing. "Claire, I'm married to your sister. This can't." "I know," she started crying, full-on crying. "I know it's wrong. I know I can never have you. I know you love Emma, but I needed you to know I can't keep this inside anymore. It's eating me alive." "You need to leave," I said. "Right now, this conversation is over." "Please don't tell Emma," she grabbed my arm. "Please, Alex, it would destroy her. It would destroy our relationship. I'll never mention it again. I promise. I just needed to say it once. Please. I pulled my arm away. You need to go upstairs to the guest room and stay there. We'll talk about this tomorrow when you're sober. I'm not that drunk. I mean everything I'm saying. Claire, guest room now. She went upstairs. I stood in the kitchen for 20 minutes, just processing what the hell had just happened. Emma was asleep when I went to bed. I lay there all night, staring at the ceiling, trying to figure out what to do. The next morning, I got up early. Claire came downstairs around 8 a.m. Emma was still sleeping. She'd taken a sleep aid the night before because she'd been having insomnia. Claire looked at me. Alex, I'm so sorry. I was drunk. I shouldn't have said. Were you lying? I cut her off. Was it just drunk rambling or did you mean it? She couldn't look at me. I meant it, but I shouldn't have told you. That wasn't fair to you or Emma. You're right, it wasn't fair. And now I'm in an impossible position. I'll never bring it up again, I swear. Just, please don't tell Emma she's my sister. I can't lose her over this. Maybe you should have thought about that before you decided to confess your feelings for her husband. I know, you're right, I'm so sorry. You need to leave before Emma wakes up. What are you going to tell her? I don't know yet, but you need to go. She left, and I spent the rest of the weekend trying to decide what to do. Here's what I was dealing with. Option 1, tell Emma immediately. Be completely honest. That's what our marriage is built on, trust and transparency. If I keep this secret, it violates that foundation. And if Emma ever finds out I knew and didn't tell her, she'd never trust me again. But if I tell her, what happens? Emma and Claire's relationship might be destroyed. Family holidays become awkward or impossible. Emma might blame herself somehow. And for what? Claire's feelings for me don't change anything about my marriage or my commitment to Emma. Option 2, keep it secret. Claire swears she'll never mention it again. Maybe it was just a drunken moment of weakness. Why blow up their sibling relationship over something that will never go anywhere? I'm not interested in Claire. Nothing is going to happen. So maybe the kindest thing is to just let it go. But here's the problem with that. Claire now knows I'm keeping this secret. She has information I'm hiding from my wife. That gives her power. What if she gets drunk again and mentions it in front of Emma? For 3 days, I went back and forth. I talked to my best friend. He said tell Emma immediately. I talked to my brother. He said some secrets are meant to be kept for the greater good. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't focus at work. Emma kept asking if I was okay, and I kept lying and saying I was just stressed about work, which was another secret, another lie, and I hated it. On Tuesday night, I made my decision. Emma and I were having dinner, just the two of us, and she said, Alex, something's been off with you since this weekend. What's going on? You can tell me anything, you know that, right? And in that moment, I knew I couldn't keep this from her. Emma, something happened Friday night, after you went to bed. Her face changed. What happened? Claire and I were doing dishes, and she told me she has feelings for me, that she's been in love with me for 5 years. Emma went completely still. She was drunk. She started crying. She said she's been in love with me since before we got married. I told her to leave. I told her she needed to go to the guest room immediately. Nothing happened. I didn't encourage it. I shut it down the second she said it. Emma was staring at me. 5 years. That's what she said. She was in love with you at our wedding. Apparently. And you're just telling me this now. It's been 4 days, Alex. I know, I'm sorry. I've been trying to figure out the right way to handle this. She begged me not to tell you, said it would destroy your relationship. And I didn't want to hurt you or destroy your relationship with your sister. Emma stood up. She was crying. My sister, my own sister, has been in love with my husband for our entire relationship. Did you know before this? Did you have any idea? No, I swear. I thought she was just being friendly. I never suspected. How could I not see this? How did I not know? Because you trust people, because you love your sister. You had no reason to think. I need to talk to Claire. Emma, maybe you should take some time first. Process this. No, I need to hear it from her, right now. Emma called Claire immediately, put her on speaker. Emma, hey, is everything? Alex told me what you said to him Friday night. Silence. Claire. I was drunk, I didn't mean. Don't lie to me. Did you or did you not tell my husband you've been in love with him for 5 years? More silence, then, yes. Emma's face crumpled. Since before our wedding. Yes. You stood up at my wedding and gave that toast while being in love with my husband. Emma, I'm so sorry. Were you ever going to tell me? Or were you just going to keep this inside forever while coming to my house and sitting at my table and pretending everything was normal? I never wanted to tell anyone. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help how I felt. You could have distanced yourself. You could have dealt with your feelings instead of torturing yourself, and apparently torturing Alex too with your confession. Did you ever think about how unfair that was to him, putting him in this position? I'm sorry. And you asked him not to tell me. You wanted my husband to keep a secret from me about my sister being in love with him. Do you understand how fucked up that is? I just didn't want to lose you. You should have thought about that before you developed feelings for my husband, or before you decided to confess them to him when you were drunk. Claire was crying. I never acted on them, nothing happened, I would never. That doesn't make it better, Claire. You spent 5 years lying to me, coming to my home, watching me live my life with the man you want. That's not love. That's torture, for you, for him, and now for me. What do you want me to do? I need space. I need time. I can't talk to you right now. Emma hung up, and then she broke down completely. I held her while she cried. That was 2 weeks ago. Emma hasn't spoken to Claire since. Their mother called, furious with me for causing problems between sisters. I told her exactly what happened. She went silent and then said she'd talk to Claire. Emma's in therapy now, processing the betrayal, the lies, the realization that her sister was hiding this massive secret. I'm in therapy too, for the guilt of waiting 4 days to tell her, for the position Claire put me in. Our marriage is okay, strained but okay. Emma says she doesn't blame me, that I did the right thing by telling her, but I can see how much this hurts her. Claire sent a long letter last week, apologizing, saying she's getting therapy, asking for forgiveness eventually when Emma's ready. Emma hasn't responded. Some people think I should have kept it secret, that I unnecessarily destroyed a sibling relationship, that Claire's feelings didn't change anything, so why blow everything up? But I stand by my decision. Marriage is built on trust, and I couldn't look my wife in the eye every day knowing I was keeping that secret, knowing that her sister knew something about our relationship that my wife didn't. Would their relationship have been better if I'd kept quiet? Maybe, but it would have been based on a lie. Now it's honest, painful but honest. And maybe that's what it needed to be. So here's my question for you. Did I make the right call? Would you have told your spouse? Or would you have kept it secret to protect their relationship with their sibling? Drop your answer in the comments, because I still wonder if I did the right thing, and I need to know what you would have done.